When I was in the NFL, we had good teams, and this NFC East was on primetime television every single week. And I was like, you know what? I hate these teams. I'm like, hey, why are these guys on TV all the time? It's because incredible franchises that have been built, right? I mean, the New York Football Giants, massive. Redskins, massive. Cowboys, massive. Eagles, massive. But I hate to break it to all of them. Right now, and for most years, they stink. From top to bottom, they stink. It's an overhyped machine of the NFC East, which I appreciate because their fan bases are very loyal and very large. And their businesses are run in fashions where they're just trying to gain fans and numbers and money as opposed to actually good football teams. But at this moment, right now, December 2nd, 2019, the Washington Redskins are not mathematically eliminated from winning the NFC East. That's how bad the NFC East is right now. Cowboys obviously get shellacked on Thursday or on Thanksgiving against the Buffalo Bills, which, by the way, sneaky good team.
Sneaky good.
In Jerry World, big time loss. Interesting clapping from Jerry. Interesting emotional response afterwards about how we're just trying to win the Super Bowl right now. And he knows that the rest of the division stinks too.
Right.
Then the Philadelphia Eagles have a chance to go down to Miami. Okay, maybe stop by Tootsie's or something like that. That's the only logical response here. They had a chance to answer with the Cowboys faltering and step up and take a hold of the NFC East and say, hey, this is ours. Carson Wentz has a chance to go, hey, this is what we've been playing for. Malcolm Jenkins, everybody on the defensive side say, hey, this is our... Instead, they go up 14 and a buzzsaw named Fitzmagic hits them right in the mouth. So now we're back to dealing with a terrible NFC East that's going to be on primetime television for the rest of the season. And one of them, in spite of themselves, is going to have to win.
Yeah.
That's just the way the NFL works. Need somebody from every division. It's like baseball all-star. Need somebody from every team. Even the teams that stink need one. That's what's happening with the NFC East. And I did a little query with Hembo over at ESPN. And he mentioned the Seattle Seahawks in 2010. They were 7-9 and won their division.
Yep.
And that's when the Beastquake thing happened. And that's the importance of a home game, right? Now, granted, I don't see Marshawn Lynch on any team in the NFC East. Now, Ezekiel Elliott is a hell of a performer.
They don't give him the ball.
But, yeah, they don't. It's all in Dak Prescott. Shout out Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett. But there ain't no Marshawn Lynches out there. But they're going to have a home playoff game at some point. Somebody in the NFC East is going to. And I think it's just, they're 10-26, that entire division, against people outside of that division. They've only won 33% of their games. Okay? That's the worst in NFL history for a division. The history of the game. Now, granted, it's going to get better. I think it's like 344 is the worst in the history of the game. And somehow this division is going to get better because they're playing against each other, so somebody's going to get a win, and it's going to end up above that. But right now, at the current stand, the NFC East is the worst division in the history of the NFL right now. That's just a stat. That is a fact. Pro Football Talk reported on it. ESPN stats, people backed it up. They stink. And somehow one of them is going to get a home playoff game, and we're going to have to watch them on national television every single week going forward. And it's just tough to watch. The Dolphins, what do we say about Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Hey, if you let him hang around, he's going to end up slashing your throat.
14-0 is not enough of a margin to keep Ryan Fitzpatrick out of a game.
No.
No chance.
Especially, I mean, when they told him basically, like, hey, just go air it out. You know, he's living to hear that. He threw for, 385 yards? They scored the most points they've scored in like 4 years.
And that Eagles team had a chance to take the lead in the division.
Yeah.
It's sad, the NFC East, man. It's very sad. I think a lot of it's going to get torn down. Who knows what Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins are going to look like next year. They're going to have to get a GM and a coach that is all around Dwayne Haskins, which, by the way, has won a couple games. I have no idea how he's played. I refuse to watch any of their games because
Darius Geis has been very big, the running back. Haskins still is the perennial, like he's 15-24 for 138 yards, you know.
He's a rookie quarterback. Who cares? I didn't really like his body language early, but he's getting some wins here. Taking selfies at the end of his first win. A lot of old whites hate that. For me, it's like, you never know if you're going to win again over there. Turns out they could potentially win out, and everybody else could lose, and they could still make the playoffs somehow, which is just a sad state of affairs. But they're going to get rebuilt. Cowboys are going to get rebuilt. The Giants are going to get rebuilt. The Eagles are the only one where they're going to keep Peterson around, I'd assume, because he won a Super Bowl a couple years ago. But the Eagles are the only team that aren't just going to get a complete rebuild after this year. And I'm intrigued to see how the NFC East plays out. But who gives a damn at this point, honestly? And I'll tell you who. It's the television networks. And that was obligatory Cowboy talk.
Well, it just, they won't change it. But, like, if you're if you go 7-9 or 8-8 and win your division, you shouldn't get a home playoff game. It's just as simple as that. Like, because now you look in the NFC, the top half of the NFC is better than, I mean, the AFC's top 2 teams I think are as good as they get, but the NFC as a whole, that is a very good 6-team slate. 1 or 2 of those teams are going to get screwed over, and you're going to have to go play on the road somewhere, and you just never know.
That's why I don't know if a lot of people are asking the Ravens-Niners a preview of the Super Bowl. I don't know. I can't say it for the Niners. I really can't say. I like the Niners a lot. I think they're a very good football team. But that Seattle Seahawks team's getting hot. You think Drew Brees is just going to go quietly? No way. Minneapolis Miracle, phantom pass interference. That's how those 2 seasons ended for Drew Brees the last couple years. Plus, he sat out for a few weeks, let alone Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.